turn up. Jamaica, we party, we raving tonight. Don't turn up. The dancers them feeling the vibe. No matter what, we not left that Jamaica. We love you, oh, we love you, oh. So the dance game play, I'm up. Come dancing me now. Jamaica say I'm up. Everybody dancing me now. Skankas, skankas, sing me now. Skankas, sing me now. Overload, skankas, sing me now. Everybody dancing me now. The dance stand up and the raving. Start up, start up. You know this is your thing. Turn up, turn up. The dancers them a roll up. Let the party no pull up. Oh, the party turn up. If you want to grind more, when we are gonna find you. Oh, dance and party, put the bad vibes behind you. Oh, 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 oh. Jamaica, we love you. Oh, 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 oh. So the dance game play, I'm up. Come dancing me now. Jamaica play, I'm up. Everybody dancing me now. Skankas, skankas, sing me now. Skankas, sing me now. Overload, skankas, sing me now. Everybody dancing me now. Bajana, play, I'm up. Black Eagle bust the dancing now. Catchy dance game play, I'm up. Cheerleaders dancing me now. Skankas, sing me now. Everybody skankas, sing me now. Everybody skankas, sing me now. Skankas, sing me now. Jamaica land we love, we love, we love. And no blessing from above. Remember Bob Marley tell you one love. Remember Juna tell you one love. Jamaica girl them sweet like sugar, sugar, sugar. But you never get up, look at, look at, look at, look at. We don't need no party fire, no sir. We don't need no party fire, no sir. No, oh, no, no, oh. Every dancer, every dancer. Come catch this a dancer, catch this a dancer. Jolly belly, every dancer, dancer, dancers. Exclusive dancers, dancers, dancers. With the cheerleaders, in the brand new sneakers. And your clothes and be your own. Those are your own. Dance them. Bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up. Heal up one another, give thanks for the reasoning. Ashe to all the ancestors, ashe to all the deities, and the African deities. Ashe to the protector for I and I. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Ashe Mama Lucille, Ashe Masken, Ashe Louis McDonald. Ashe Sister Lynn. Ashe all the kings and queens who fought for black people. Ashe to all the slaves that fought so we could be out the physical shackles and the physical chains. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Ashe to Ben Youssef, Ashe to all the greats, all the teachers, Marcus Garvey, Ashe. Malcolm X, Ashe. Now, the reason is very interesting. I am actually banned. My twin brother is actually banned. This is Suubi talking to you today. My twin brother is actually banned. You know, my brother is me and me is my brother. So my brother is actually banned from Facebook. Because, so I'm using Gail's, because Gail basically, you know, so forth and so on. So I'm using Gail's login to speak to you.
They banned me because I posted a video with a geese attacking a man. So I was banned for that. A geese attacking a man and the man fighting the geese. But it is okay for them to show the people that are going to Africa and killing lions and posing beside the carcass, and killing elephants and posing beside the carcass, and killing things from the wild that, you know, they're trying to extinct. So it's okay for people to go hunting for animals, and that is not animal cruelty. But me posting a geese attacking a man, an elderly man, which I thought it was funny. I am basically banned for that purpose. You can see on Facebook where a lion is eating a giraffe, and that is not animal cruelty. You can see on Facebook where an alligator is eating a rat, and that is not animal cruelty. But me posting a geese attacking a man is animal cruelty, I guess. But such is life. We understand the main reason why the profiling why my page is compromised. We know the real reason. But until they remove us completely, we will continue to speak the truth. Because only the truth alone shall prevail. You understand? The truth alone shall prevail. Yeah? And the reason why they are so against the truth is because they are living a lie. You understand? And the truth must be put forward, must come forward. You understand? And whosoever, when good men stay silent, evil men prevail. Remember that. When good men stay silent, evil men prevail. All right? So we will never stay silent. We will be more focused. Yeah? Because the message is important. Te amo. Make sure you get ready to make sure you support the music. You understand? Because the music is very important, because we earn this platform based on the work that we have done musically. I want to continue the conversation of Brother Buju Banton. Yeah? But today is a different twist to the whole thing. Yeah? But before I get into it, I want to clear up the air a little bit for some people that may have been some people that may have been in disagreement with my last post about Buju Banton's concert and the government not getting involved. And I understand some people do not think the government should get involved because of the sensitive nature of the case. But I was looking beyond what the status of the case was. I was looking at an opportunity that we missed to promote Jamaica. The tourist boat should have been running some ads. We should have been showing the beautiful beaches here. We should have been showing how reggae music can bring people together. Even through the darkest of moments, we can find some way to come together. You know, not demonizing the messenger or the agent or the source that is putting us together. You understand? But try to find ways how to have a balance. You know, that was what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about the government to go to Buju house or walk around driving around a Buju on a car top. I was not talking about that. I was looking beyond that. I was looking at the fact that people were just saying a few months ago, do not come to Jamaica, because Jamaica is so dangerous, where if you come here, they're going to kill you by the time you get out of the airport. So I was just looking at the opportunity that we had, or that we got, you know, because no one wins from this situation. You understand? We are Jamaicans, and if we love Jamaicans, we are Africans that were brought to Jamaica. So this is basically, you know, where we're at. Seeing? So we love where we're at, and we want to keep where we're at clean. Seeing? Because remember, you know, where you're dwelling is supposed to be clean. So this was a way where we have seen, we have seen where over the years Jamaica deteriorate, you know, with crime and violence. And people are afraid to come to Jamaica. So this was a moment that the tourist board and the government, everybody should have gotten involved with showing that even through our darkest moment, because Buju Banton is second to Bob Marley, in my opinion. Even in our darkest moment, yeah, we can rise above it and we can show the world something positive. So all the negativity that you see coming from Jamaica is not only that we are known for. We are known for the beaches. We are known for the ackee and the saltfish and the fried dumpling. We are known for the jerk chicken. We are known for the love that we show to foreigners. So when everyone was, you know, coming here from all over the world, we should have highlighted that. It is inexcusable that the tourist board did not even have a commercial running promoting Jamaica on any of the feed that I saw. I don't know if you see any, but I did not see any. You understand? And this moment basically passed because this moment was a moment where people was basically looking forward to this moment. People were flying from all over the world. And even the gunman them, the bad man them, everybody, even the thief them, even the you know, they must thief one car, and I guess, you know, we have to have one bad apple in the basket at times. You know, they must thief one car. But the fact that even the people them were used to, you know, do whatever, you know, they realized that this was an important moment. So even the bad man them, nobody not get no rob over the show, you know, everything. And that is just my stance on it. All right. So if you disagree, me understand, and if you agree, make we hope in another 100 years we can get back a moment like this, because this will not happen again in our lifetime. You understand? This moment, the moment that passed, it will not happen again. It was a moment where people basically waited for it for almost 10 years. You understand? Unless our next icon go prison and we wait again, and that will not happen. You understand? So through our darkest moments at time comes forth light. And me say our, because no matter how no one dissect it, Buju Banton is still part of us. You understand? All of us, we're connected as oneness. So Buju Banton is still a part of us. It's just that people don't understand balance. You understand? Balance. Sometimes you're going to go to your lower self, and sometimes you're going to rise to your higher consciousness. So some people go to them lower self in order to find them higher self. You understand? So maybe Buju went to his lowest self, which is the lower chakra. And basically, he's vibrating on a higher consciousness now, where what I'm going to speak about is important. When you're vibrating on a higher consciousness, how this is important for us to understand. See? Now, according to reports, I don't have any confirmation that it was Buju that wrote the statement, but it has been shared all over that Buju made the statement, yeah? I saw my brother Foota talking about it, and he was basically disappointed. And I can understand why he's disappointed about the statement. Okay? The statement was shared on ZJ Sparks' Instagram, and since it has been circulated. The statement says, in recent days, there has been a great deal of press coverage, about the song Boom Bye Bye. Let me start again. In recent days, there has been a great deal of press coverage about the song Boom Bye Bye. From my past, which I long ago stopped performing and removed from any platform that I control or have influence over. I recognize that the song has caused much pain to listeners as well as to my fans, my family, and myself. After all the adversity we've been through, I am determined to put this song in the past and continue moving forward as an artist, as a man. And as a man, I affirm once and for all that everyone has the right to live as they choose, in the words of the great. Sorry, let me go again. I affirm once and for all that everyone has the right to live as they choose. Full stop. In the words of the great Dennis Brown, love and hate can never be friends. I welcome everyone to my shows in a spirit of peace and love. Please come join me in that same spirit. Buju Banton, 6th of March, 2019. Okay? He went on under the page to say, Europe's largest reggae festival, Summer Jam, cast its shadow, and this time they were bleak to reggae and dancehall star Buju Banton. There were in recent week discrepancies, the Cologne, lesbian, and gay day. All right? Europe's largest reggae festival, Summer Jam, cast its shadow. At this time, they were bleak to reggae and dancehall star Buju Banton. There were in recent weeks discrepancies. The Cologne Lesbian and Gay Day Klust, K-L-U-S-T, criticized Buju Banton as gay hater, calling for violence against gays. The Klust demands the removal of Banton. However, the dispute is now settled as Summer Jam spokeswoman Jutta Ackland, on behalf of the concert organizer Contour and the full-liner CGMBH, announces Summer Jam, personal statement from Buju Banton's, a constructive meeting between the organizer and the Summer Jam and the board of the Klust result in a statement of the artists in which the demands of Klust were met. The demands of Klust were met, said Hackland. In a personal statement dated March 6, 2019, the artist has explicitly distanced himself from the controversial song Boom Bye Bye and assure once and for all that everyone has the right to live as they want, as he wants, my bad, original sound, Buju Banton. The Jamaican released his first album in 1991, age 18, and the second one in 1992 with the song Boom Bye Bye, which described the shooting of homosexuals. The Klust has accepted the statement so that nothing stands in the way. Let me read that again. The Klust had accepted the statement so that nothing stands in the way of Buju Banton's performance in the summer, the festival spokeswoman said. There is also the idea to set up an information stand of Klust at Summer Jam. Remember, Klust is the Cologne Lesbian and Gay Day. Klust, yeah? So let me read this part again. The Klust has accepted the statement so that nothing stands in the way of Buju Banton's performance in the summer, the festival spokeswoman said. There is also the idea to set up an information stand of Klust at Summer Jam. We, the organizers, are glad that there has been a dialogue and hope that this is a further step towards understanding and overcoming prejudice and discrimination. But already in 2007, Buju Banton signed the Reggae Compassionate Act, an agreement with the initiators of the Stop Murder Music campaign, in which he committed himself to refrain from anti-gay text in his songs in the future. For example, the Jamaican gay organizers J Flag and the Black Gay Men Advisory Group, an association of gay and bisexual men of African descent, have participated in the agreement. Now you can check out, this is online, you can find this if you never read it fluently enough. But I just coming across information, so I not really, I remember saying I'm not too bright. Yeah. So I hope you understand everything I just read. Alright? Now, since the statement came out that they said Buju Banton made, I see people start sharing this piece from The Guardian. The Guardian is a major news outlet, right? The Guardian. So the Guardian piece that was from 2007 has resurfaced. And the Guardian piece, as you can see it here, The Guardian, so I'm not making up stuff. The Guardian piece, the headline reads, Victory for Gay Rights Campaign as reggae star agrees to ditch homophobic lyrics. Buju Banton signs pledge after years of pressure. Song advocated shooting and burning homosexuals. All right? No. This is a very sensitive topic. And first and foremost, let us speak about the statement that they said Buju made. Because I have no proof that he made it. So let's talk about the statement. The statement basically, Buju Banton says everyone has the right to live how they want to live. I agree. I agree. Nothing wrong with that. Everyone has the right to live how they choose to live. It's your life. Live your life. Your life. I agree. Yeah? The part that I think is going to bother some fans is the part that says, I recognize the song has caused much pain to listeners as well as to my fans. Yeah? I'm not sure if this song has caused pain to all of Buju Banton fans. So, that part, I don't know. Yeah? But let's just say Buju made this statement. I'm not against Buju Banton for making this statement, yeah? Because people have to understand something. Buju Banton has now matured to the consciousness where many of us who are coming into our true self are maturing into this consciousness where we understand that some things basically some things are basically gonna be around us that you have to be a psychologist or you have to be somebody with understanding to understand some things that is happening around us. You understand that are happening around us. For example, Buju Banton went to prison for over 8 years. Now we have heard stories of prison life, and we have heard how many gays are in prison and all of these stuff. We have heard stories how men get raped in prison, right? None of us was in that prison, serving the time for Buju Banton. Buju Banton lived in this cage for over 8 years. I went to jail for 1 day, and I almost went crazy in a jail here in Jamaica. So this man lived in a jail for over 8 years. And it is quite possible that this man lived among gay people. I don't want to, nobody said Vegas said the man didn't live among any gay, because I was not in there. But it is quite possible, highly possible, that Buju Banton lived in a prison among gay people. You understand? So of course he learned to coexist. You understand? He learned to coexist in an environment where gay people are. They don't bother me. Me over here, so I serve my time. Me serve my time. Them not coming on my way. Me and them now no problem. That is what Buju Banton is saying here. You see what I'm saying? Many of you want him to come out and say, yo, you know, all of these things see me, but he has matured to a level where this cage has opened up his eyes to many things that some of us are not privy to. For example, men getting raped in prison and becoming gay. You see what I'm saying? This may have opened up his eyes to maybe them gay people there was his least problem in prison. Maybe this opened up his eyes to people that said, yo, the gays are going to attack him, and no gay people never attack him. Because to sing one of the world's one of the world's biggest anti-gay song and going to prison where them rape people. Maybe this man have a new respect for people that not straight. The fact that them never style him, them never try after him, them never diss him. So maybe the man realized, say, yo, you know, so them people here, I got our circumstances turn them the way they are. Which is a fact. A lot of people turn gay because they were molested by people when they were younger. Some people just basically, some men can't see themselves being masculine because somebody robbed them of their masculinity. You understand? So, people like myself, we don't burn homosexual across the board and say, all Batman fit dead and all of them something. We know that's something with Uno. We don't want to do that, it's up to Uno. Me understand how a lot of youth live in a certain way because they were molested. Somebody robbed them of their masculinity when they were children. Now you can decide if you want to decide for that person which way that person should go. But I'm not a psychologist. So I cannot decide for that person how that person feels. You see, we speak ignorant at times, you know. We speak very ignorant at times. I'm against pedophiles. I am against the man that raped this little boy to let him turn gay. You see what I'm saying? That is what I am against. I am not against a youth who get raped and turn gay. Because I have no control over his feelings. And I think that for a man that go to prison and study psychology, which they said Buju as a master in at this point, I'm not sure, don't quote me upon it. He must have studied something that we are not privy to. Because when you're living, if you live among some animals in the wild for 8 years, you study the animals. So you're going to come back and you're going to have a different concept, a different realization about these animals. You do not study the animals, you can't speak about them. That is the reason why some men can go into the jungle and sit with a lion. Because he studied even the movement, the sound, everything of the lion. You see what I'm saying? So we are not running around telling people that, yeah, your lifestyle, I like your lifestyle, I love your lifestyle, so forth and so on. We are just basically saying circumstances at times make people who they are. So a youth will get raped and basically is confused at this point, should not be chastised, should not be eradicated. If you want to take it upon your head and go on like he's a damn idiot or a damn ass or a damn fool, go ahead. You know, be my guest. But I am always going to stand on the side of humanity. You see what I'm saying? Because once you start vibrating on a higher frequency, you're going to understand that how the energy works when it's going up your vertebrates. There is a part of your vertebrates that deals with masculinity and femininity and feminine, right? The masculine and the feminine, right? If the feminine side of the vertebrate is overloaded, yeah, with excess energy, you're going to act more masculine if you're a male. And if the masculine side is overloaded with feminine energy, you're going to act feminine. That's why some people act a certain way, and that's why some girls act a certain way. This is just basically energy, and they have to deal with balancing. Outside of that, again, people get molested, and people start living a certain way. I've never walked in your shoe, brother. So if a brother get raped and turn gay, me not put no gun on him head. You live your life, bro. Me live my life, bro. Me have compassion to what happened to you. Because any day me stop having compassion for somebody that was abused, I don't want to be in existence anymore. You understand? So we do not know the stories that Buju Banton sat in this prison and listened to. No. Put that, no. And change the subject now to a different thing, you know. We have to also understand that some people are opportunists. Some of these pedophiles, child molesters, are opportunists. And some of these people that are running around with this lifestyle, they are opportunists. They will publicize this statement. They will make all of this news headlines because they're trying to turn everybody the way how they are. And that is what people like me have a problem with. Because your lifestyle should not be forced on me. And I should not be forced to bow down to your lifestyle. So the same way how I can know that you are living a certain way, or realize that you're living a certain way and leave you alone, I think I have the rights to say, me no deal with batty thing. Without have to be worrying about somebody are going to ban me, somebody are going to tell me not to come perform somewhere because I said I'm straight. How the hell do you want to get respect from me to respect your lifestyle? But I am telling you that I is a straight man. And I publicize that openly. That I is a pom-pom man straight. So if me say, me no in a no batty thing, that not supposed to bother you. So Buju Banton's statement should not be used for your agenda. Buju Banton is saying everyone has the right to live how they want to live. But it should not be used by J Flag or any one of these clusters or any one of these people that claim now after this, of this statement now, you're going to set up a stand. And you're going to publicize now that the great, because Buju Banton is second to Bob Marley, in my opinion. So now you're basically using Buju Banton indirectly as an advocate for your lifestyle. That is wrong. That is wrong. And that is how people gonna keep coming at you gay people. Because you gay people, some of you acting as these organizations that you're setting up. You're setting up these organizations because you are opportunists. You see what I'm saying? Artists in the past have signed statements that they will not sing any gay lyrics, they will not perform gay lyrics, they will not bash gays, they will not use violent lyrics against gays. And you people took the artist's name and publicized it, knowing that we live in a country where once it is said that you apologize to Batty Boy, you don't have no career. So you people are not only trying to stop violence against gays, you are actually trying to wreck people's life. Because if Capleton and Sizzla and whosoever, Elephant Man and Beanie Man them, and Buju Banton signed a statement that should be kept confidential, if the person go ahead and breach the statement, then you come forward and said, you signed the statement and you breached the statement. You should not be publicizing the people them name that they apologize to you. Because you understand the sensitivity of the situation. And this is something that we basically learned growing up. Something that was preached to us growing up. Something that we see as immoral. which we have the rights to look at it this way. Now, let us look even deeper into the matter. Let me show you why this is an agenda from these people, the flag people, them or whatever they want to call their names. And if you continue in this manner, more people should come out against you. I'm going to show you why. You are only going after the reggae artist that did songs about gay people. You have never challenged the Catholic Church, the writers of the Bible, the doctrine of God, the doctrine of Paul, the divinity, quote unquote, divinity of the biblical writing. You have never put any pressure on the biblical text that is more violent than Buju and Boom Bye Bye. Let me remind you. Let me remind you. Leviticus 20 verse 13. Let me read it slowly. Okay? Can't remember me not too bright. Leviticus 20 verse 13. If a man practices homosexuality, having sex with another man as with a woman, both of them have committed a detestable act. They must be put to death, for they are guilty of a capital offense. So let me ask you a question, J Flag, Clust, and all of you people that set up gay organizations. How is it that you're not attacking the Bible? Is it a situation where you are afraid of the Catholic Church? Or is it a situation that you only see the Jamaican artist as weak fence? Davis Marcia. We say violent. At Jamaica we come from. We say violent. If you don't like it, go up on our next page, go get somebody who pronounce better. You know, you say we're not bright. You never hear that. But you understand what I said, don't it? So you want to come correct me now with violent. Your blood clot. Violent, we say. Violent. Good. Back to the argument. No. How is it that they're not attacking the Bible? Why is it that we still have a book that is saying clearly that gay people must be put to death, and the Guardian is not writing about it? J Flag is not writing about it. Clust is not. What them name? Clust? Clust them name? Let me look good. Clust, K-L-U-S-T, Cologne Lesbian and Gay Day. Explain to me, why are we still teaching people that is reading the Bible that gays must be put to death when our artists can't perform anywhere if they sing any song against gay people? Somebody please explain this to me. The Bible is one of the most popular books to this day. The Torah, 5 books of the Bible, has this in, that the Jews practice. Christianity practice what the Bible speaks of. Supposed to practice what the Bible speaks about. So you're going to tell me now that everything in the Bible else is a go, But the part that says gays must be put to death is not a problem. So Buju Banton Boom Bye Bye is more violent than that part. It is more violent than this part. Where is the outrage against the Bible? You see, you people can... I don't sing those type of songs to hate people, because let me put it out again. Let me say it again. I personally believe that people should be allowed to live how they want to live. But I'm saying to you, why is it so hypocritical that the organizers and the organizations, why they only attack Jamaican artists about these gay lyrics? Why artists can't get a visa because they sing songs about gays, but the man that is preaching in the church from this Bible can get a visa? Oh! It seems as if these organizers know something that we do not know. It seems like they know something that we do not know, because I am waiting. Ever since they start coming after Shabba Rankin career got derailed. Because he mentioned Leviticus 20. Shabba Rankin, look it up. Shabba Rankin was on the biggest TV show that Shabba Rank's career mashed up clean. Shabba Ranks got taken off the Budweiser tour. Shabba Rankin was basically eradicated from radio stations across the world. Because Shabba Rankin stood up and said, all gay people must be put to death, and my Bible tell me that. Excuse me? So hold on. So hold on 1 second. That means the Bible not real. Or these people are not afraid of God. So why black people afraid of God then? If the people that are telling us to not sing any song about gay people are the same people that gave us this Bible, then that means something here, something not right. Something not right. Something not right. It says here in the book of Romans, just in case you thought, or you're thinking that it was the Old Testament and God changed his mind. Remember God is not a man to change his mind. That is in the Bible. It says God is not a man to change his mind. So once God said, Batman for dead, that's what God stand for. I am paraphrasing. So don't block me from performing on any shows. Right? But in the New Testament, in the book of Romans 1, it says what? According to Paul, this is what Paul said. Paul said, for I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ. For it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jews first, and also to the Greek. For therein the righteous God revealeth from faith and blah, 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 blue, blue, blue. But let's go on down here. It says, what? Boom, boom, bam, bam. It says, so much to read. All right. It says, for the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness, because that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for of God, blah, 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 blue, blue, blue. Right? It says, For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his internal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Because that, when they knew God, they glorified him as God, neither were they thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and their foolish heart was darkened, professing themselves to be wise, yet become fools. And they changed the glory of uncorruptible God into an image made by corruptible man. And to verse blah, 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 blah. It says, wherefore God has also gave them up to uncleanness. Listen to this. It says, God gave them up to uncleanness. Now, somebody get the dictionary and tell me what uncleanness means. Right? He says, God gave them up unto uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts, to dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of God into a lie, and worship and serve the creature more than the creator. The creator, excuse me, is that true with me? The creator more than the creator. For this cause, God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did not change the natural use into that which is against nature. And likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of a woman, burn in the lust. Want to hear this? Romans 1. We know in the Old Testament. It says, and likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burn in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of their error. ERROR, which was meat. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them over to a reprobate mind to do things that which are not convenient. So let me ask you a question. How the Bible has said that is unclean, but you don't attack the Bible? Or it's a divine book. But hold on, let me ask another question. The same Bible says we must be as holy as our God is holy. So how comes you not attack the Bible? Where is the attack on the Bible? The Bible, if Buju Banton song and Buju Banton and Jamaican artists are being banned by these gay groups, why are these gay groups not talking against the Bible? Here.
Vegas, what you say?
Me I want to address a statement.
Go on now.
Trey Hardy some people. You say Vegas, you're confused. Explain yourself.
Vegas, is it there you say the world or you say God? Cause
What that have to do with what that have to do with the subject at hand?
do you do? Me I listen to you. Me not.
No. You call me out. You see it? It's like we just deal with some illiterate people, you know. If we just deal with some illiterate people. Because this has nothing to do with what matter about, you know. This is just basically I don't know calling yourself. Want to call yourself? Me want to know what you call yourself. Because Vegas, you're confused. With what? I'm speaking like about an issue that you as a black man should be trying to give me some talking points on. No. You don't want to give me no talking points on it. You just come on the place to be a damn ass. Because this has nothing to do with what you're talking about, bro. This is basically saying, yo, why are they attacking our brothers, but they are not attacking the source where they learned this thing from? That is what we are asking. So where is the discrepancies? Huh? No. If you're gay and you're just joining us, I am not against, I'm not your enemy. Okay? I'm just trying to get a balance here. Alright? So do not attack me if you're just joining. You have to go back and watch the video when I hang up. Alright? So if you're gay and having a problem with what I'm saying, please understand that I'm not attacking you. I am attacking the hypocrisy. You see what I'm saying? I am attacking the convenience that these people are basically using to their advantage. You see what I'm saying? I'm talking about how they're trying to exploit these artists to push their agenda. And that is wrong. These artists should not be used to promote your lifestyle. Okay? These artists should not be used to promote your lifestyle when we have the most churches here in Jamaica per capita. That means we have more people here in Jamaica subscribing to God says gays must be put to death. Why is it that we're still teaching it? Huh? Why are we still teaching Leviticus 23? Why? Because the pastor, all of a sudden now, pastors are afraid to preach from the words of God. The Bible says all scriptures were given as God's inspiration. All scriptures. So how is it that you don't go picking out what you want to preach about? That means there's something not real. You don't know something that we don't know. So why you all don't just come out and just tell me that the Bible is a make-up thing? So the people them can not sing any songs about gay people. Because Bob Marley made songs from the Bible. Dennis Brown made songs from the Bible. So if Buju Banton was inspired from the Bible to sing Boom Bye Bye, why is it that you're attacking Buju Banton Boom Bye Bye, but you're not attacking the inspiration? If Shabba Rankin did songs from this inspiration, why is it that you attack Shabba Rankin but you're not attacking the inspiration? Why is it that you tell us not to sing gun lyrics? Because you don't want the gun lyrics to influence the youths. So you want to leave God says gay people must die in the Bible that you want us to study and accept it as the words from God that we must fear. But when we are inspired musically to write what God said, all of a sudden, no, you can't do that. That means it's not God said then. Maybe somebody wants to tell us what's going on here. Remember, this conversation is for people who are in their conscious self. So if you're not yet in any form of consciousness and you're still locked into religiosity, you ain't going to understand this conversation. So I do have some form of empathy on your ignorance. All right? I have some form of empathy on your ignorance. All right? So, we cannot be inspired by the words of God. We in the book of Romans, it says clear. It says, wherefore God also gave them up to uncleanness. What does that? This is the New Testament. This is Jesus' time we're talking now. Okay? It's Jesus' time we're talking now. So if we're talking about Jesus' era now, why is it that Jesus says, men to men is unclean, but we can't sing about it? So what is this thing? It's like you're telling us something. Why don't you just, since you are coming out the closet, why don't you all just come out the closet and tell me that this thing was made up? And it was not made for the purpose to bash gay people. It was made for the purpose to oppress black people. Why don't you all just come forward and just tell us? We're willing to learn. As a matter of fact, we're willing to start over and we're willing to just let everybody live them life. But in the process of that, since you're going to tell us to abide by the words of God, I think it's time for you to come forward and tell us that this thing was made up. Not for the purpose for you to sing, to be inspired by the part that God said, no, no, no to homosexuality. It says homosexual will be cast into the lake of fire. What if I know to write a song that homosexual must get burned? Would that be an inspiration from God? So how is it that when I speak against the Bible, when I speak against the lies, when I speak against this made-up thing, Facebook is pressuring me, but Facebook is not pressuring anyone that is reading the Bible? Why is it that people are reading this hatred book? Huh? Isn't this a book of hatred? Because if I know, you know what? I am inspired right now by God. And in the Bible it says, let me find it, 'cause I don't want to read from the top of my head and get in problem. 1 Corinthians 6, 9 to 11. Or do you not know that the unrighteous will not inherit the kingdom of God? Do not be deceived. Neither sexual immoral, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor men who practice homosexuality. So if you practice homosexuality, you will not be let into the kingdom of God. So that means you're going to burn in hell according to the Bible. So why is it that I cannot be inspired by that and I cannot write a song that says homosexual will burn? See, the hypocrisy is real. And it is very hypocritical for all of you organizers. And I don't care if you want to ban me from any shows, because you can't ban the truth. And before you ban me from any shows, please ban the Bible first. Because everything I am saying is in the Bible. So Buju Banton, I understand his position that he took, or is taking, because he has lived with different type of people for over 8 years. I personally, I have nothing against people who are living their lives. Let me put that out again. A disclaimer again. I have nothing against people who are living their lifestyle. What I have a problem with is the hypocrisy, the constant attack of our artists that learned from your Bible all these art, all these songs that you are hearing, they learned it in Sunday school. They learned it in church. Boom Bye Bye came from the church. So are you telling us to close the churches down? No, you're not. Because you can't touch the church. You can't touch the church. But you know who you can mess with? The slaves. You can come on the plantation and dictate what we say, what we preach, what we sing. But you can't touch the church because the church is bigger than you. You little J flag. The church is bigger than you. Prove me wrong. Klust in Germany. The church is bigger than your organization. And you know it. Facebook. The church is bigger than your platform. And you know it. Instagram. The church is bigger than your platform. And you know it. So you can't touch the church. But you can attack the slaves that are still going into the church to bow down to you. So we can have brothers who are very illiterate with the information that they're supposed to know attacking me because they can't attack the church. I ain't attacking the church. Alright? Because it's bigger than me too. Well, in the physical realm. Not in the spiritual realm. In the physical realm, it is bigger than me. Because this is the flesh part that you have control over. Not my spirit, not my soul. You can't attack the church. You can't attack this book that says homosexuality is unclean. You can't attack this book that says homosexual will burn into hell. You can't attack this book that says homosexuals must be put to death. You can't attack this book because it is bigger than you. So you can attack the weak fence. And then send us your preachers, and send us your Christians, and send us your Jesus, and send us your doctrine to study. But when we study, we must ignore Leviticus 23 verse 13. When we are inspired, you know what I noticed? Now let me say this before I go. I noticed, and excuse the conscious people from tapping into my lower self and addressing idiots. But sometimes your lower self, you have to, sometimes you drop to your lower self, you have to just vibrate. You know, just vibrate back out tight. See? So I apologize to the conscious people then. Right? No. But that balance, you know, you have balance. No. Let me tell you what is going on here. Let me tell you what is going on here. You see this thing here that they have here? This thing that they have here. And the thing that they tell you that is teaching us. It says, lean not on your own understanding, lean on the Holy Spirit. Let me tell you what remember I done blaspheme already, you know. So I am done convicted for life. So you can't pass no more judgment on me. My judgment seat book. Because I blaspheme against the Holy Spirit. Alright? Because I put back the black woman in the space where the Holy Spirit there. Right? So you can't condemn me no more. So you're wasting your time, right? So listen what I'm saying. The Holy Spirit is what is supposed to teach us about the words of God. How is it that the Holy Spirit should avoid teaching us about Leviticus 23 verse 13? Why the Holy Spirit should not teach us about homosexuality being burnt in hell? Why the Holy Spirit is selective when it comes down to these parts? Why the pastor them stop preach about it? Why the church stop preaching about it or against it? You go to church nowadays, pastor wipe off mouth clean. And I talk about you must love your neighbor as yourself. Love your neighbor as yourself. So why is the Holy Spirit not getting into any pastors anymore to preach against what God is against? As I said before, remember me is a dunce. As somebody rightly said. Remember me is a dunce. So, I'm just asking questions. I'm trying to learn from you, J Flag. I'm trying to learn from you, Clust. I'm trying to learn from, what the other one, what the ones in America name? What the ones America, what the one in America name again? Gay and lesbian, something, something, something. What the one in America name? Huh? LGBT. LGBT. Why is LGBT not going after the Bible? LGBT is such a big organization. Why you not going? Why GLAD? GLAAD. Why you not going after the Bible? Because you can't. You can't. I dare one of you. I dare one of these organizations to go after the Bible. I dare one of y'all. I dare you go after the Bible. Because stop attacking the artists. The artists were inspired by the Bible, the words of God. And we are God-fearing people, and we are afraid to go to hell. So why you don't remove the literature? Why you don't remove the literature that is teaching them to come after you? Why don't you remove the literature that is telling the Jamaican artists that God do not like you? Why don't you remove the literature? Make this across the board. No, you know why? Because you can't. So you constantly attack the artist with your hypocritical self because you are looking to the world to turn against the reggae artists from Jamaica because you already have a plan to replace them with your artists that you have now taught and that came to Jamaica and learned reggae music or learned to play reggae music, so you no longer want artists from Jamaica on your festivals. So you are going to come with this thing now that all the gay people are against you so we can't book you. Well, guess what? The gay people, you need to listen up. The artists are learning from the Bible. They are inspired by the words of God. Stop playing hypocrites. They are inspired by the words of God. And because they saw this in the Bible, and they are aware of the slave masters raping, strong men in front of the women and the children and everyone to make them weak. They are against it based on what happened to us in slavery. Because God sent us into slavery so the slave master could rape the strong men that were rebelling. So based on the historical event and the literature, that is the reason why Jamaicans despise your agenda or your lifestyle. So remove the literature. Please. Remove the literature. Argument done. But you can't. Because now black people eyes are going to open up and them are going to realize that you put it there in the first place. But you did not know that the slaves were going to be inspired by it to write songs from it. So now it's out of your control, so you're trying to control the inspired, which is wrong. And you should not use this to publicize your agenda, because there are decent people out there who are not doing this for publicity. They are just trapped in a situation based on their experience. And you people, you are making it real difficult for people that genuinely are victims, because you are coming with this bullyism or bullying. And it is wrong. It is wrong. You are making this difficult for genuine people who are living their lives and they're not rubbing it in anyone's face. And you are putting them under pressure to come on your side, to come and denounce people when they just want to live a quiet life without rubbing it in anyone's face. But no, you're not satisfied with that. So if you're going to attack Buju Banton, if you're going to attack Capleton, if you're going to attack, let me tell you all something. It's because the government of Jamaica cares zero about the reggae artist. Because if we had representations, you could not ban us from any festivals. You know why I'm going to say this and I'm going to go? Because we're over time. You could not ban us from any festivals. You know why? Because we are reggae music. And anytime you keep a festival and the word reggae is used, you should be paying us. Even when we are not performing. You should be paying us to use the name reggae. That Toots Ebert strung upon his guitar that go stinging, stinging, reggae, 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 reggae. But because it's a big open land that you just came in and grabbed, you can tell us we can't perform because of lyrics, lyrical contents? No. You should be paying us to use the name reggae. Alright? You should be paying us. Alright? Give thanks to the reasoning. Who asking about new song? We don't do music to appease anyone who is not a fan. If you hear it and you like it, you like it. The fans, them, Te Amo is very, very hot right now.
Jamaicans, remember we are one. Africa we come from. No matter make crime and violence. Come mash up we island. Ask Calcas, Serenitas, all rivers. I don't know. Jamaica, we party, we raving tonight. Don't you know? The dance and them feeling divine. No matter what, we not left ya Jamaica. We love you, oh, we love you, oh.
Mr. Vegas, I'm ready for you now.
Yeah, man.
You know,
Must
so
say
say,
you're ready long time to talk.
you know, so say you confuse yourself.
Yeah, but make us start off on a respectable manner, no, please.
Yeah,
We can't do that?
yeah.
Yeah. What the I name?
Sure, man, you know, see your name.
No, I can't read, brother. Me ask you, that's
Well,
what
you
me ask you, I
can't,
can't
they
read.
enough to come on social media if you can't read done. I see me at
Well, them
all.
create the page. Yeah, them create the page dance people too. So that on your call. Them create the page dance people too.
No, Vegas, you may say no. Vegas.
No, you're being a dick. That message make us start up on a respectable note. You see it? Empty barrels, people. Empty barrels. Empty barrels. You see, me I give my opportunity to be a man. That's all it is, you know. Me I give my opportunity to be a man. You see what I'm saying? And him can't even be a man. You see what I'm saying? Empty barrels, people. Empty barrels. Make a lot of noise. You see what I'm saying? That's why it's important for us to keep vibrating on a higher frequency. Because sometimes we argue with people that are, you see, Asher John Clark, you know, Mr. Clark said, do not debate with people that are not up to your level with intelligence. Let them learn. Yeah? You only debate with people on his level. You understand? So this is just a testament to show you that these people are very ignorant. Because I'm trying to give this brother an opportunity to tell me to my face what the problem is. You see what I'm saying? And he's going to feel like, yo, me go up Mr. Vegas page and me diss him up. No, brother. No, you're an empty barrel, brother. You're just doing it because, you know, you're trying to get somebody to like your comments. This is not what it is about, bro. This is about uniting together as a people and elevating ourselves out of this, you know, garbage state that they put us in, this rubbish state, this Riverton dump state that they put us in, this control state. You see what I'm saying? This is what it is about, bro. This is not about me attacking you or me trying to act as if I am more intelligent than anyone. Because I'm not here trying to be condescending. I'm here basically to make sense how we can stand up for our brothers and sisters. Because we should not see our brothers coming under attack by any organizations. Whether the church or anyone, any pastor, any preacher should not be attacking one of us and then any of us take it as something funny. That is the reason why that is how we came into slavery. So what are you going to do? Repeat the cycle? You can't do that. So you should not see your brother being attacked by any foundation. You see what I'm saying? Any form of organization that attacks one of us attacks all of us. It's oneness. Is that the Rastaman been preaching for years? This is not Methodist Church and Pentecostal Church and Jehovah's Witness Church and all over the places, a lot of denominations. We are one people. That's why your nose big like my own. You see what I'm saying? So don't think that this is about me against you, anybody. This is not me against you. This is standing up for our brothers. That we are seeing how they are using our brothers to promote their agenda. That is what this is about. This is not about attacking anyone. This is about showing how they're being hypocritical when it comes on to the Bible. But they can't attack the Bible, but they're attacking our brothers, which is wrong. So which part of that somebody don't agree with? Which part of that you do not agree with? Me quite sure say the white people them that are fans of reggae music understand what I'm saying. So we are trying to say the white people them overs when me I say and the black people them when me I talk to can't overs. Then that not good. Because I know so the white people, them we are fans, them supposed to look and say, you know, so it's true. Why we never speak about the Bible, but we speak about these artists that are inspired by the Bible. That we are talking about. So if you're against that, that means something is definitely wrong with you. That means that you are a part of the enemy's existence. You're just basically showcasing it to the world that you, a Negro, is against another Negro. You see what I'm saying? The only thing is, Massa, the oppressors, they do not see you different from me, being different from me. When they look at you, they see me. When they look at me, they see you. The oppressors do not see you as anyone more superior than me, much more to be superior than them. When they look at you, they see another Negro. When they look at me, they see another Negro, regardless of status, regardless of hits, regardless of money. They only see another Negro. I'm talking about the oppressors. So if you're an oppressor and you're offended, fuck you. All right? Give thanks to the reasoning.